this is an existing linked list as pointing by head. Head is equals to 200. These are elements. There are currently 4 elements. Now I want to insert a new element in the list, and inserting an element in the list in the linked list, right? While inserting element in the linked list, 2 things can happen. First of all, the list is not in order. Not in order means these are not in either in ascending or descending order. So you can see 10, 20, 18, 16. So this is not in order. And second case may be the link is in order. Link list is in sorted order. In both these conditions, we may have to insert data. How to do that? Whatever the case, either the list is sorted order or not sorted order, unsorted order, means it is a random list. So let us suppose that the list is not in sorted order. Then I can add element at the beginning, at the end, or at a random place, right? So beginning means the new element will come here. New element will come here like this. This is the newly created element will come here. At the end means the newly created element will come here. Okay, so this new element will be added this in this place. In this case, new element will be added this place. Or if it is in random, then user will tell add it in the 5th place or 4th place or 2nd place. If it is 2nd place, this is 1st place, this is 2nd place, this is 3rd, this is 4th. If I want to add the element in random place denoted by 2, then I have to add this element here. So either it will be added here, or it will be added here, or it will be added in this place. If I add in this place, in this condition, if I add this element at the beginning, then we need to move. We need to change the head, right? Because that will no longer be a head. If I add the element at the end of the list, then we need to change the end of list indicator. End of the list indicator is what is the end of the list indicator? It is the null in the next field. Okay, if it is in the middle, then maybe if it is in the middle, then we have to rearrange the pointers between node 2, between this node 2 and 1, because it will come in this place, 2nd place, correct? So in case of the linked list, if it is in sorted order, the same 3 things will come. But however, in case of random, this one will not actually determine by this number. It will determine by the order of the list. Both the cases here, we have to traverse the linked list, In this case, I have to traverse 2 times, but in case of the sorted order, I have to traverse till the current element is greater than the element in the list pointed by the temporary pointer. Okay, these are 2 conditions. So I will go for inserting element in a list which is not in order, and I will leave this one as a homework. Okay, so I will see this one now, how to write down, how to do that. You have a list which is declared as struct list, and here integer data, and second one is struct list star next. This is the declaration for the declaration of the linked list. Okay, this is there. Now, whenever we create one node, it will have 2 fields. What is the name of the first field? Data, this one, and second one will be next, star next. This is actually a pointer. If it is a pointer, what it will hold? What value will store here? The address of the next element. What is the problem? We have an existing list, and that list is not in given any specific order. We are supposed to insert a data, insert any data. Let us suppose that we want to insert 15. Since it is not in sorted order, that is why we have to also tell in which position you want to insert. Suppose that in the POS position variable, there is a variable POS. We have inserted any value, random value, say 2, 1, 3, anything, provided we have that many number of elements in the list. Then let us say I have entered 1 here. 1 means we want to insert the element in the first position. Not only that, suppose the user have also given the element to be inserted, and I kept that element in variable x. Let us assume x is equals to 15. I want to insert, what does this mean? I want to insert 15 in position 1, that is in the first place. So what I will do, first of all, this is an integer, x is an integer. We cannot add the value of x directly into the list. We need to create a node of the type linked list. Now for that I will write, I'll declare one variable, I'll take one variable list which is a pointer, let's say p, right? So p is a pointer. If p is a pointer, that means p will hold address, and star p will point to a node of linked list. Now I have to create the node. How I will create the node? I'll create a node using struct list star malloc size of struct list. If I execute this statement, then it will create one node like this. This first place is data, second place is the pointer next. So I will tell p data equals to x. X is 15, correct? So it will put 15 here, and I will also tell p next is equals to null. P is pointing here, and definitely it will have some address. Let us suppose that this address is 600. Now next point is to insert this element in the linked list. Then I will check, what I will do, I will check the position. If position is equals to 1, that means at the beginning. If it is so, then what I will do, I need to add this element. I need to add this element. Let us draw the element here. This is the element pointing by P. This is null. This address is 600. Head is here. I want to add this element at the beginning. What does this mean? What I am supposed to do? If I add this element, that it should be the first element. This is 15. It should be the first element. So if I want to add this element to this element, then this 100 should come here. 100 should come here. So how 100 will come here? I know that H head is holding 100. If I say P next is equals to head, then it will be 100. If it is 100, then it seems to be pointing to this location. But we know one more thing, that head should point to always the first element. Head should point to the first element of the list. But now this is not the first element. First element is this one. So I have to, first element is this one pointing by P. So if I put the value of P, what is the value of P here? 600 is the value of P. So if I write down the statement head is equals to P, what will be head now? 600. So head will be, means 600 means this will be 600. That means it will point to this one. So it looks like that we have added the new element at the beginning of the list. This is one condition. Next one, let us say the position is not 1. Position is any random number, say 2. 2. If it is 2, certainly this condition will not satisfy. Then I need to write one else part. If it is not in the first place, that it may be any other place, right? So what I will do here, I will write down the else part. So here say end of the else ends here. What I need to write? Let me write down this part here. This part here. If I want to add any element, 2 means I understand that if it is 2, that means this is first one, this is second element, this is third element, this is fourth element. Second means after 1, it will come, this new element should come somewhere here. Let me redraw this. Let me get back to the original list that we had earlier with the new element given here. This is the original list and this is the element to be inserted. Now the position is 2. If the position is 2, then this part will not be executed. Which part will be executed? This part. So let me write down this part here. Since I want to insert the element in this location, it would be somewhere here. This is P, newly created element. I have 15 here, null here, and this one is pointing by P, and this address is 600. This is 600. Correct? And if I want to add this element here, actually I need a pointer. 2 is not good. Let me take it 3, then it would be better. Let me make it 3. Let us suppose that we want to insert the element in third place. Second place is a bit easier. let me understand how to insert the element in the third place. If it is third place means it will be somewhere here, first, second and third. If I want to insert the element at this place, then either at least I need a pointer here or here, right? If I can have a pointer here, what I can do, if say this is Q, then if I write down P next equals to Q next, what is Q next? At this point, what is Q next? 300. If I write down P next, what is P next? This field. If I write down 300 here, that means it seems to be pointing to this element. That's what we want. But also I need that Q next should point to P. If Q next points to P like this, then we will add the element in that position. What does this mean? It means that we need to move the pointer. Which pointer? Actually, we need to move the head, but it is not allowed. That's why we need to take a temporary pointer. That temporary pointer, let us take, it is the pointer Q. So I should have a declaration here, star Q. In the else part, I'll write Q is equals to head. Q will come here. Q will be equals to now 100, same as head. Then I will also declare one variable, integer I, which is equals to 1. Then I'll start a while loop, while I less than POS minus 1. In this case, our POS, the position to be inserted is 3. Within the while loop, I will write down Q is equals to Q next. Then I will increment the value of I equals to I plus 1. This is the close, this is the end of the while loop. And while, and this loop belongs to the else part. It is starting from this. This is the starting of else, and then we will end the else here. Let me try executing the while loop. For both Q and head are pointing to the first element. Then I have put the variable I as 1. I is 1 now. Then it will test the value of I, which is 1, less than position minus 1, POS minus 1, POS is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, 1 is less than 2. That's why this statement evaluates true. It will execute the while loop. It will put Q equals to Q next. Q next is 200, so Q will move here. This is Q now. This is Q, and then it will increment the value of I is equals to 2. 2 less than 2 is false, so it will come out of the while loop. While it will come out of the while loop, we have a pointer at Q, and we want to add this element which is pointing by P. So after coming out of this while loop, I will write down P next. At this point of time, P next is equals to null. P next is equals to Q next. Q next. P next equal to Q next. It will put 300 in this location, so it looks like it's pointing to this element. Then I will write down q next. Q next is equals to p. If I say q next equals to p, q next is 300, it will be replaced by 600. So this pointer will point to this element and this pointer will point to this element. So it will look like 16, 20. After 20 we have inserted 15, which is the third position given by the variable POS, and then it will continue the list to 18, 10 to 10. So entire list will be 16, 20, 15, 18 and 10. This is the newly inserted element in position 3. So that will end the addition of element in the random position. Suppose that the POS is 5 here. POS is 5. POS is 5 means the newly created element is supposed to be added here, supposed to be inserted here. This is P now. P is equals to 600. This is 600. Element inserted is 15. And when I will execute this while loop, q will be equals to head. I will start the scanning from here. Then I equals to 1. It will be initially 1. This is 5. I will be 1 again. I will be 1. Then I1 is less than 5 minus 1, which is equals to 4. 1 is less than 4 is true. That's why it will move the pointer q to this element. It will increment the value of I to 2. It will continue the loop. It will move the pointer to this element. It will be now 3. Again the condition is true, so it will move to this one. At this point q will be equals to 4. So 4 is 4, which is the value of I, less than 4, which is the value of position minus 1. This is not true. So if it is not true, it will come here. At that point of time, P next is this one, is equals to Q next is this one. P next is equals to Q next, which is equals to null. So it will be null here, and Q is pointing in this location. So Q next is equals to P. Q next equals to P means Q next is equals to 600. So it seems to be adding the element at the end of the list. So this else part will add first in any position except at the beginning. So it includes the adding element in the end of the list. And this first part, if position equal to 1, will add the element at the beginning. So it completes the process of adding an element in a random linked list.